15 seconds. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, nice and easy to warm up. Just slowly building our effort. Oh, wait, I was a little early. Sorry. All right. Now we're going. Sorry about that. Leah, can you mute? There's grinding going on. That's okay. Like someone is blending a smoothie. All right, nice and easy. Let's just get warmed up for the work ahead. Go 5 minutes easy here. Then get into some pickups, 30 on, 30 off. Then we'll get into some longer, steady efforts. We'll mix the cadence up a little bit. I wasn't there on Tuesday, but assume that you worked hard, did some shorter efforts. So a little bit more kind of steady holding those efforts today. Oh, Jennifer, it looks like you got the link to work. Do you have the link or no?
Yeah, I got it to work. I'm not with the group, but I'm with you, so I'll figure
Okay.
it out.
Okay, sorry I missed that email or that text. Yeah, like it doesn't matter actually if you're with the group because we're going to be holding our own power today anyway. So I'll talk you through it. I actually have it set up so it's easier for me. Like I made the workout so it'll just cycle through. So I kind of know where we are type thing. So we got about 3 minutes left to warm up, give or take. And then we'll get into our 30-30 pickups. And in warm up, you need to keep it easier, turn it down a bit. That's totally fine. Warm up is just to prepare ourselves for the work to come. So we don't need to set records in warm up. Especially, I find, older I get, longer it takes to warm up a little bit. So allow yourself that time. Don't rush it. We have plenty of time to do some good work. So keep those ankles relaxed. Wiggle the toes in the shoes. Nice and easy. Probably find that cadence coming up as you continue to pedal. Stay on that hydration. We're just going to start the pickups up. They'll be at about 80% to start. And then every 2, go up a little bit more. Get up to FTP or a little above by the end. So about 80 seconds left here. Nice and easy. Lead with those heels across the bottom. Knees straight up and down. Don't point those toes. Nice and smooth. Relax that upper body. Wiggle the fingers. "30 seconds. Then we'll start at 30 pickups. You might have to change the gearing just a little bit. Get that effort up. Let's have our cadence in the 80s for this one. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Cadence in the 80s. Giving that effort up just a little bit. A little more pressure on the pedals. But we're not stomping down. Three, 2, 1. 30 seconds, easy spin. All right, same effort on this next one. Let's see if we can get the cadence up just a touch. High 80s, low 90s. In 3, 2, 1. A little more foot speed. Relax that front of the hip. Allows those knees to pop up just a little more easily. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Second set of 2. Effort's going to come up just a little bit. 5 to 10%. Closer to your FTP. 3, 2, 1. Might feel just a little rusty. Focus on higher cadence to help get that power up. Three, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Slow the feet. Deep breaths. Relax the shoulders. All right. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Mid 90s on the cadence. Fast feet. Want to work that upper end of the cadence to build efficiency at our race pace efforts. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. All right, 2 left. Highest level of effort and cadence on these last 2. Pretend you feel awesome. 3, 2, 1. I often find in warm up, it doesn't feel great. I try to pretend it does, and it makes the main set feel much better. So just fake it till you make it here. But good form. 3, 2, 1. All right, last one. Ten seconds. Cadence, upper 90s, low 100s. 3, 2, 1. But don't muscle it. Gotta finesse it. Or you muscle the cadence, harder it is to get it up. So nice and smooth and relaxed. Three, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Slow those feet. You have 30 seconds here, and then 3 minutes. Nice and easy spinning before we get into the main set. I think with the Zwift link too, I've heard that if you don't kind of check that you're going the night before, it's a little wonky in the morning and you can't do it. So kind of just make sure, just to be safe, to kind of go to the workout link the night before, or if you have the link earlier in the week, just click it then. Because I know I've heard from other athletes that sometimes it's hard to reserve the spot, so to speak, in the mornings. Just what I've heard. I've always clicked it early in the week. So those are just rumors I've heard swirling about. So nice and easy. We have 2 more minutes here. Then we're going to have 2 by 5 minutes. 4 minutes easy. First set of 2, we're going to be at about 80, 85%. And the first one, we're going to hit a lower cadence, 65 to 75. Get those glutes warmed up. I'm ready to go. So slowing that cadence down, perfect pedaling. Then on number 2, we'll have that cadence more in the 80 to 90 range. So I would think of this first set of 5-minute efforts as kind of continued warm up. It will just be 80 to 85%. And if you're still getting warmed up, maybe it's 75 plus, building to 80. You'll have to find that gearing to get dialed in. All right, 40 seconds. Knees straight up and down. Don't let them wobble. Make sure you have your drinks in hand, something to eat if you need it. If you weren't able to eat a piece of toast or something before the ride, always want to make sure you have something before these rides in the morning. leads to better performance. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Slow those feet. 75 or lower here. But eat before a ride, better performance and training in the ride, and then you're in less of a hole post ride, which means kind of better uptake of the training stimulus. So slow those feet. Maybe you're in the mid 70s the first part. Then as you get warmed up, you're letting it get a little slower. 65 is the floor. Don't want to go too low here. Nice and smooth. Keep that upper body relaxed. Roll those hips under, making that C shape in the spine. If this is your maybe first ride back after a bit of a break or building back into training, build into the efforts. No need to be a hero on day one. In fact, it might be better just to build into it, because then you don't have massive fatigue. Sometimes it takes a bit for a harder workout to hit you. You might feel great, and then a few days later, you're like, oh, the body catches up. I find with athletes, there's often kind of a 3-week honeymoon period or so. Feeling pretty good, feeling pretty good. And then this wave of fatigue kind of hits you, which is normal. That body kind of absorbing the stress and then trying to adapt. So that's when you gotta kind of stay strong, muscle your way through it, not in a bad way, but a few days of bad workouts is not an, oh my God, I'm overtrained. It's that body's adaptation happening, and then usually start to come out the other side with good workouts. All right, just over a minute left. Nice and smooth. Lead with those heels. Knees straight up. Shoot the toes through the top. Aim with the heel down. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, nice and easy. Shift a cute couple gears. Probably right around 50% of FTP or lower. Bring that cadence into the 80s. Spin out those legs. Grab a drink. All right, 1 minute into the recovery. Pay attention as you go through this set, like, you know, how long it takes for your heart rate to drop to X after each effort. That's a good thing to watch to kind of let you know how maybe fatigued you are or how your fitness is building. Or if you're just having a good day, that heart rate drops right away. All those kind of little clues give you an indication of what's going on. And you have to watch it over time. It's not just, okay, here's my data point and here's what happens. It's like, okay, generally this is what's happening. And then, okay, what's going on in my life at that time? Like, did I eat a good dinner last night? How was my sleep? And you'll start to get kind of good indications of what's helpful and what's not. Like out late the night before, up early to do a workout, you might notice a little bit of lag on that heart rate in terms of going up, coming down. Missed a meal. All that stuff contributes. Travel, time change. All right, 1 minute to go here. Thirty seconds. So we're coming back up to around 80%. Gonna have that cadence 80 plus on this one. So nice and smooth. Kind of shifting a bit of the load to the heart. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. All right. Settling with that cadence and effort. Let that heart rate come up. Going to be here for 5 minutes. Float the knees up, drive the heels down. Wiggle the fingers, relax the elbows. Relax those ankles. And listen, we're only 26 minutes in. You might start to feel better right now or in a few minutes. That's not unheard of. Just stick with it. Focus on all your form cues. So we're working as efficiently as possible. Want to be as lazy as we can, quote unquote, to move forward as quickly as we can. Because the more energy you save, the more you have towards the end, as you inevitably begin to fatigue. Relax the scapula. Don't pinch them in towards the spine. Kind of have a round upper back, especially an arrow. That helps you be able to tuck that head in. Twenty seconds. Five, 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Ease off the effort. Let that heart rate drop. Don't stop pedaling to get that heart rate to drop. Change the gearing. Slow the feet. That heart rate will begin to drop. Notice how likely with the higher cadence, maybe the heart rate was just a little bit higher. grab a drink. All right, so round 2. We got 6 minutes on, 4 minutes easy, 6 minutes at or near your FTP. Remember, FTP effort level, if we're riding on the road, we're not hitting 200 square watts the whole time. It's gonna go up and down a little bit, just based on terrain, etc. It's about keeping that nice, steady effort. So don't aim for, like, if you see it, the number pinging around, that's fine. Watching instantaneous power, or if you're running and you have a GPS watch and you have like instantaneous pace, kind of a waste to follow that, because it's just going to be banging around the whole time. It's better just have it so your watch laps every kilometer or every mile, and then just dial in that effort. And that helps you learn that feel a little bit. Because if you're constantly like, what's my pace? What's my pace? What's my pace? You're not actually focusing on your effort level, your form, etc. I did most of my training with a Timex digital watch. You know, if I had intervals, just look at the watch. And you get a good feel of, has it been a minute? Some days you'd be running and be like, it's definitely been a minute, and it's been 20 seconds. But those are all good ways to start to really learn your effort level. A fun game is to, you have an easy run. All right, I'll tell you in a minute. 15 seconds. We're gonna dial in, we're gonna slow the feet again. So we're doing a hardish climb here, close to FTP in 3, 2, 1. Bring that cadence down, 65 to 75 here. Slow the feet. So a fun game on an easy run day is to say, do an out and back or something, and I got to run for 50 minutes, 50 minutes. You're gonna run out for what feels like 25, run back, and then check your watch when you get back to the house. How close were you to that? Versus always having something to kind of tell you everything. You really kind of feel that internal clock, that internal effort level. Because it's usually correct. All right, nice and smooth. Don't yank the pedals up. Even pressure all the way around. Relax the ankles, relax the toes. Don't want to be clenching the feet. Check the knees. Straight up and down. Rock that weight back onto the saddle. C shape in the spine. Scrape the mud off your shoe. If you're coming across the bottom. You'll feel that engagement in the posterior chain. All right, 45 seconds. You get one 15-minute segment at a time here. Three, two, one. Nice and easy. Spit it out. Grab a drink. Bring that cadence up. All right, spin the legs out. Nice and easy. All right, so number 2 coming up. We're gonna do the same thing. Increase that cadence. 80 plus. Sometimes the cadence, it takes a push to get it going. The more fatigue you have, it might be a little off from day to day, but as long as you're challenging that, like, that's fine. Some days it's easy to spin 88, and some days it takes a little more effort and concentration. And maybe with that effort and concentration, you only get to 86 one day. That's fine. It's all about keeping that good form, staying efficient. We're gonna get going here in 15 seconds. So you might be building up for 30 seconds to your effort and cadence. That heart rate has to come up. Nothing is immediate. 3, 2, 1. Got to take the first part, settle in, let that heart rate elevate. And then you kind of find that effort. You'll be settled in. So those same focus points we had with the lower cadence, same thing here. The cadence is a little bit faster. Nice and smooth. Wiggle the fingers. All right, more than halfway. Check in here. Knees straight up and down. Upper body relaxed. Weight back in the saddle. Relax the wrists on the handlebars. That helps to relax the fingers. Check in with that cadence. We don't want it to start out fast and then have a steady decline. If it starts out fast and then you're unable to kind of maintain it in that same gear and you feel like you have to shift easier to maintain it, maybe start out in that slightly smaller, easier gear, and then if that power is not where it should be, then you shift up. As you go. But you don't want to have to jump gears to maintain cadence. That means you probably start out a bit too hot. Thirty seconds. $20. Three, two, one. Nice and easy. Find that nice, easy effort. All right, that heart rate should have settled. Keep that cadence moving. Adding a little bit more effort here. Maybe up to 105. Maybe it's not your day and 102 is the ceiling for this 6-minute effort. Just good form and focus. We're going to do the same thing. Big gear on the first one. Higher cadence on the second. 1 minute. Make sure you're sipping throughout. These efforts shouldn't be so hard that you can't take small sips. If they are, maybe that's an indication that we're overperforming. Remember, you don't have to overperform in training to get the desired effect on race day. Often, people will overperform in training and underperform in races. We're training to race, not racing and training. All right, 10 seconds. I'm going to slow those feet again. Settle in. 3, 2, 1. Remember, don't start out with the gearing too hard, and then you have to unload as you go. Better to have to add a gear after a minute or 90 seconds. But slow those feet. Don't yank up on the pedals. Drive the heels down, float the knees up. Almost a minute and a half in. We should have everything kind of dialed. If you need to, you can stand, keep that weight back over the saddle. Relax the feet, relax the ankles. That helps keep the lower leg relaxed. All right, check that upper body. C-shape in the spine. Engagement in that core. We're not bearing down. Hold that cadence steady. Don't start yanking up on the pedals. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. "45 seconds. Three, two, one. Nice and easy. Bring that cadence up. Lighten the gears substantially. Easy spinning. We get recovered in this 4-minute time. We get the stimulus in the 6-minute effort. So don't think, oh, I'll go a bit harder on the recovery to get more fitness. Doesn't work that way. Same with eating. Oh, I'll just eat less to get fitter and stronger and then a better body composition. And actually, you're doing the opposite. Got to fuel the training so that you can have that good training, have that good adaptation, and then the body settles in to its best kind of composition for training and racing. All right, so last longer effort coming up. If in your mind you have to make it 6 1-minute efforts or 3 2-minute efforts, do that. We're going to kind of have that higher cadence. All right, so this next 6-minute one, I'll give you guys reminders, but I also want you to kind of focus in on your own, kind of coach yourself through it. Remember, better to start out one gear easier, settle into the effort than perform for 2 minutes, realize you selected a gear that's too hard to maintain, and then have to keep chasing that cadence. So 3, 2, 1. Cadence in the 80s. Use this first minute or so. Find that gearing. Settle into the cadence and effort level. Because your heart rate isn't up yet. So you're like, oh, this feels easy. And then 90 seconds in, it's not. Nice and smooth. Relax the upper body. Wiggle the fingers. Weight back. Check the knees. Straight up and down. 30 seconds at a time here. Reset. Another 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds here. Ten. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Keep the legs spinning. That heart rate will drop. Four minutes easy here. Then we have 2 by 2 minutes. Up the effort yet again. 110 to 115 if you have it. But the key thing is to hold the form. Don't get sloppy just to up the effort. It's better to be like, okay, well, 108 is all I have today with good effort than do 110 kind of all over the place. You set a higher ceiling doing the good form effort than the shitty form. If you can build that fitness in good form, ultimately, you're going to have a higher ceiling than bad form. And I have an early meeting, so I have to jump off here in 2 minutes. So I'm hoping that Driscoll or Mulcahy can give you guys some reminders during those efforts. If not, you're going to have to coach yourself through it, which is not a bad exercise. So remember, form first, both of these higher cadence, maybe even 90 plus. So we're not muscling it. We're building that efficiency. I'm going to start the first one in 90 seconds.
Get that cadence up. When you hit this power, you want to have your cadence high. You don't want to have to try to pick it up after it starts.
All right, 1 minute. I'm going to leave it to O'Driscoll and Mulcahy. Good job, everyone.
Just 2 minutes of effort. 96, 30 seconds is ramping up. So 90 seconds of effort. That's all I need. All right, get it up. Here we go. 20 seconds. Let's go. Keep that cadence up. Good job. Keep going. You got that high cadence. Try to also keep that smooth cadence. Pedal stroke going. Left foot. 20. Woo. Keep turning. Good job. Almost done. All right. Back it off. Two minutes. Good job. Take a sip of water. Just got one more in a minute. Deep breaths. Get that heart rate down a little. Get that oxygen in. Blow it out. Feed those muscles. They love the oxygen. See, I know you can do this because it's the last one. Right? When you know it's the last one, you can put it all out there. You feel like you got something left. That's what I worry about. All right, here we go. Let's pick it up. High cadence. Go. Try to keep that cadence up as high as you can for as long as you can. All right. Good job. One more minute. You can do it. 20 seconds at a time. 20 seconds. Three, two, one. All right. Wow. Oh. Woo. That was good. Good job, everyone. First challenge is getting on the bike in the morning. Second challenge is making it to the end and getting off. Something happens in between there. It's all part of what we do every day, every other day. Give ourselves a challenge. Accomplish that challenge. Just getting up in the morning, having that challenge and knowing that you accomplish it makes that day so much nicer that you can go out there, get things done. All right, some of you have to hop off. Good job. That was 120. You did it. You know, some of you have a run. Get some water in. Try to get a run in while your heart's still up.
Workout pause. Workout resumed.
All right, bye, Max. Everybody's so quiet today. Oh, Ricardo, are you keeping the kids asleep? Shh, don't wake the kids up. I still got 10 minutes on my bike. This is when I start turning on